Om Sri Lakshmi Narsimhaya Namaha. Valmiki Ramayana, Balakanda, chapter 51. Shatananda begins to relate to Rama the story of Vishvamitra. Summary. Enquiring about his father Gautama's reuniting with his mother Ahalya, sage Shatananda relates the legend of Vishvamitra. Shatananda greets Rama for his adherence to the righteousness of Vishvamitra, which Vishvamitra gained through a series of self-important exploits. When he was a great king at one time, Shatananda finds worth in informing the biography of Vishvamitra to Rama, because too much of dominance of kings, as has been done by Vishvamitra, will be unbecoming for kings. Chapter 51 in detail. On hearing that sentence of that intellectual sage Vishvamitra, the highly refulgent and great ascetic Shatananda is overjoyed. And sage Shatananda, the eldest son of sage Gautama and whose radiance is brightened by his own asceticism, is highly amazed just on seeing Rama. On quickly observing those two princes who are sitting comfortably with their heads bending down submissively, then Shatananda spoke to that eminent sage Vishvamitra. O tigerly saint Vishvamitra, you have revealed my glorious mother Ahalya, who meted out of marathon asceticism to the princess really, and the highly resplendent and celebrated mother of mine worshipped Rama, who is worthy of worship by every corporeal being, with forest produce. Is it so? O great resplendent Vishvamitra, you have narrated to Rama about the maltreatment of my mother by the providence, as has happened anciently, isn't it? O the best sage Kaushika, you be safe. My mother is reunited with my father on beholding and giving hospitality to Rama, really. O Kaushika, my father came to my mother's place from Himalayas. Has the great resplendent father of mine worshipped Rama, because the redemption of my mother is per the kindness of Rama? Has his great soul Rama reverenced that great resplendent father of mine by according redemption? Ahalya Dana, the endowment of Ahalya to her husband. O Kaushika, on his arrival at my mother's place, where this reverential Rama reverenced my father with a pacified heart, without becoming abusive and humiliating, thus says Shatananda exclaimed at the marvel occurred through Rama. On hearing the sentence of this, that great saint and sentence precision sage Vishvamitra replied, the sentence accurate sage Shatananda, I have done whatever good is to be done, and nothing is left undone. And the wife of sage, namely Ahalya, is reunited with her husband sage Gautama, as with Renuka, who was reunited with sage Jamadagni, the descendant of Bhrigu. So said Vishvamitra. On hearing those words of that highly intellectual Vishvamitra, highly refulgent sage Shatananda spoke these words to Rama. Hail to thee, O best one among men Rama! Your arrival is a God sent not only to Mithila but to the entire humanity. And O Raghava, as an undefeatable great sage Vishvamitra spearheads you, so shall your mission be undefeatable. Thus, hail to thee. This highly resplendent Vishvamitra's exploits are unimaginable. He attained the highest order of Brahma sage by his asceticism. Thus, illimitable is his ascetic resplendence, and you have to know him as an ultimate course, not only to you alone, but also to one and all. None other than you is fortunate enough on earth, O Rama, as you are, in the custodial care of Vishvamitra, the descendant of Kaushika, and who has practiced supreme asceticism. What is the extraordinary ability of the great souled Vishvamitra, and what the representative of his legend may be heard from me while I narrate it. This probity souled Vishvamitra, being a proficient in righteousness, a perfectionist in kingcraft, a proponent of people's welfare, more so a punisher of enemies, was there as a king for a long time. There was a king named Kusha, a brainchild of Prajapati, and Kusha's son was the powerful and very righteous Kushanaba, one who is highly renowned by the name of Gadi was the son of Kushanaba, and Gadi's son is this great saint of great resplendent Vishvamitra. Vishvamitra ruled the earth, and this great resplendent king ruled the kingdom for many thousands of years. At one time, the great resplendent king Vishvamitra went around the earth, marshalling an unit of Akshauhini army. An Akshauhini was an ancient battle formation that consisted of 21,870 chariots, Sanskrit Ratha, 21,870 elephants, 65,610 horse-mounted warriors, and 109,350 infantry. As per the Mahabharata, Adiparva 2.50-23. Ratio 1 chariot 1 elephant 3 horse-mounted warriors 5 infantry soldiers. It should be noted that in each of these large number groups, 65,610 etc., the digits add up to 18. Moving sequentially about the provinces, cities, rivers, likewise mountains, King Vishvamitra arrived at the threshold of a hermitage which is with numerous flowered trees and climbers, overspread with many herds of animals, adored by the celestials like Siddhas and Karanas, frequented and embellished with gods, demons, Gandharvas and Kinnaras, spread out with equable deer, adored by flights of birds, compacted with assemblages of Brahma sages, and also with assemblages of godly sages who are fully accomplished in their asceticism. When the personal resplendent of each of the great souled sage is similar to each of the ritual fire available in each of the ritual fire altar before which he is sitting, and which hermitage is bustling with the activity of great souled sages who are comparable to Brahma, among whom some survive on water alone, and some on air alone, likewise some more on dry leaves, while some on fruits, tubers, and with such of those sages, and also with particular sages like Valakilyas, also with others like Vaikinasas, and who are all self-controlled, who have overcame their sin, who have overpowered their senses, that hermitage is occupied, and while every one of the inmates is engaged in meditations and oblations in ritual fire, and with such sages and their activity, whole of the perimeter of that hermitage is brightened and rendered splendid. And King Vishvamitra arrived at such a magnificent hermitage of sage Vashishta. At this best one among vanquishers and the great stalwarts, Vishvamitra has then seen the hermitage of Vashishta, which is like the worldly universe of Brahma. Thus, sage Shatananda continued his narration. Thus, this is the 51st chapter in Balakanda of Valmiki Ramayana, the first epic poem of India. Sri Moola Rama Vijayate. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.